Hi everyone, Novice Guard Dieter Schnitzel here with the City of Fountain Sisters. I am here tonight to talk about SMART goals. We're going to learn on what all that means in just a minute. But first, I want to introduce two very special guests tonight. The first guest being from the Four City Sisters in St. Louis, Missouri. Everyone please welcome Sister Sugar ChiChi Leche.
Hi everyone, nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
And then our next guest is someone very special. She's in the City's Fountain Sisters as well with me. Everyone please welcome Novice Sister Cathy Leche.
Hello, I'm happy to be here as well. Contribute to your novice project.
Awesome. Well, so why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this. A big part of, let's say you have a very lofty goal for yourself. This is kind of a method to achieve it. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah, just like a structured way to keep you on track.
Okay, awesome. Sister Sugar, do you have anything to add?
I really like SMART goals because sometimes you really want to get something done, but it might be very overwhelming, very anxiety provoking. And so this just breaks it down and gives you something to achieve slowly. Absolutely.
Well, why don't we go ahead and break it down? So it's S.M.A.R.T, SMART. Some days I'm really smart, other days I'm not. But so we'll break it down by letter here. So the S stands for specific. So what do you want to do, basically? What do you want to accomplish? Who wants to jump in for M?
M is measurable.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be able to kind of tell that you're making progress with this goal and that you're going to be able to check back and see how you've been doing. Trying to say that you want to do something 3 times a week is very specific. And so you want to make sure that that's in the part where it says measurable.
Then A is achievable. You want to make sure that your goal is realistic and attainable. So you're going to factor in things such as time constraints and expenses, and really make sure that that goal is like you are able to accomplish it.
So the R stands for realistic. So Cathy, you just kind of touched on that. Can you realistically achieve the goal, basically, is what you're looking at there.
You have to have a time frame for this. So essentially, do you want to get this done within 1 month, within 6 months? And see how is that going to be realistic? So it goes back to being realistic.
Absolutely. I first heard about SMART goals in my former career. They really helped me a lot. Not only with that career and kind of achieving what I wanted to achieve, but also it was very integral in the beginning of my weight loss journey. So one thing I did, I was a Pepsi fiend. I love Pepsi, but I was up to about 4 32-ounce Pepsis a day. So my first goal was I'm going to drink 1, and then I'm going to drink water the rest of the day, or coffee. And 15 pounds fell off instantly. So that was the very first, and it was just SMART goal after that. And now we're training for a marathon 8 years later. That's kind of how, in a nutshell, SMART goals, the biggest thing I can see SMART goals helping me with in my life. Do you guys have any stories or anything like that of how they've helped you or people around you at all?
I mean, it's definitely like relevant to my life as a teacher. Like if you have a kid and they're wanting to achieve a certain academic or behavior goal, you want that very detailed and laid out plan. So it's just not loose and frivolous, because you want to help them get to that point and make sure it has time benchmarks and it's realistic for their framework.
I mean, you with the soda, so you were drinking 4 32-ounce sodas. So you said your specific goal was to limit your soda intake, and the measurable part was to just have 1 soda. And that's how you would measure that you were lowering your intake. It was achievable to you. You accepted that. It was realistic because it was within every single day you could do that for yourself, and then time. Each day you'd be able to measure if you succeeded in that goal or not. So that was really good. That's a great way to start with the SMART goal. I am a licensed professional counselor, and I use SMART goals with my clients all the time. It really just takes down a grandiose idea and breaks it down to something that is simple and measurable and something that's achievable. And that's really, it's really smart, just like a SMART goal. Right, has the acronym there, right?
SMART. So, Sister Sugar ChiChi, there is kind of a different method that you've learned in your field of being a licensed therapist. Do you kind of want to? So, it's kind of fascinating when it was explained to me. If you kind of want to walk us through that.
So, when I talk to my clients about it, a lot of the times they're really overwhelmed. Let's say they need to get a better job, and so they have to start writing a resume. They don't really know what type of career they want to go into. So looking at a SMART goal for them wouldn't necessarily be as specific, but it would be very simple. We would look at what is the simplistic thing that you want to get at. Well, you want to get a better job, maybe not work retail anymore. We look at what is a special type of job that you would want. And then measurable would be looking at maybe 3 or 4 areas that you wanted to try to get a job in. So let's say you want to look into business, computers, IT, and then we would measure that out and see if that's achievable with your current academic background. Do you need to go back to school? And then if it's you have to go back to school for that, then we do another SMART goal.
Taking like a bigger SMART goal and like chunking it down into little small SMART goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Cathy, do you have anything to add at all?
I think honestly, like I haven't worked a lot with SMART goals in education, but I feel like just like the kind of whole philosophy of like making things like realistic and measurable, specific pertains to a lot of, theories.
I think another one was we worked on self-care with me and this teenager. She was my client, and one of it was just she didn't really know what she wanted to do for self-care. She kind of said, I'm going to paint my nails once a week and use that as a mindfulness activity. It kind of let her brainstorm on what she wanted to do to take care of herself and help herself recharged.
And did it work out for her?
It did, and she switched it up. It turned out that, maybe painting her nails wasn't something that she wanted to do every single week, but she did like taking baths and listening to a book.
Cool.
While she took a bath. So it changed, and it's really adaptable. So I like how SMART goals can be easily changed into something else if it's not working out for you.
And personally, I'm a big advocate of failure as like a means for growth and the whole growth mindset. And so I think when people make a SMART goal, it can be intimidating because they feel like they have to achieve it. But if they fail, that can be grounds for them to rework it and take a different avenue.
And I mean, when I was at my heaviest, when I decided to go down this path, I knew I wasn't going to be the size I am now overnight. It took 2 years, but it was just a matter of like, okay, what do I need to do next? And then identifying that and then creating that goal around it to make it happen. And the funny part is exercise was the very last thing. I was like, okay, I just need to tone up a little bit, I guess. I'm at the weight I kind of want to be. And now here we are. So
that's awesome. That's so inspiring.
It is, yeah.
Well, you should be happy at any size though, I think. So if I were to wake up tomorrow at that original weight, I think I'd be a lot more in a better mindset to be happy with myself.
But you did it for you.
I did it for me. Exactly. Is there anything else either of you want to add at all?
I really think that, SMART goals, just really look into the reason why you want to do the goal and if it's realistic.
Absolutely.
Being a reflective practitioner is really important. So you know, like really digging deep into yourself and kind of like you said, ChiChi, like why am I doing this, is beneficial.
You gotta know why you're doing something before you do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, thank you both so much. I really appreciate your time and talking to us. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any more questions about it, we feel free to reach out to the house. Feel free to reach out to any of my social media platforms. Reach out to the house social media platforms. Reach out to Cathy. Reach out to Sugar ChiChi, and we can continue the discussion. But guys, I appreciate it so much. Thank you both for joining me tonight to kind of discuss this and get it out in the world to help people achieve what they want to achieve.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. And guys, we will be back in a couple weeks, I think. So stay tuned. And I appreciate everyone watching tonight. Thank you so much.